welcome to another Just Flying episode, where I did say we'd try out another new aircraft, which is the Lockheed L-12A Electra Junior. Had a washing machine that sounded very similar to that once. Anyway, got a question to ask. We'll get up in the air first. Possibly the residents of New Zealand might be a bit better placed to answer this one, but who knows? Maybe Head or somebody else might be able to come up with an answer. But we'll get flying first. And with this trip, I did start this earlier and maybe flew about the first 2 or 3 minutes, then noticed my recording software wasn't recording. Great, so restarted the flight, so this is now my second takeoff, but I still haven't landed it yet, so it still could be fun at the other end anyway. From the first takeoff, I did seem to notice it got into the air very easily. And it still does. Right then, so every once in a while, talking once a month maybe, not that often, but I'll wake up in the early hours of the morning with indigestion. And what I've found is, if I get up, make a cup of coffee, and just sitting upright in a chair instead of lying down, that allows me to burp for about 20 minutes, half an hour, and get rid of all the gas, and then I can go back to bed again, and everything's totally fine. So Saturday night, this happened. Or early hours of Sunday morning really for my time zone, and I've turned the computer on, had a look at YouTube, and there was a live stream plane spotter at Wellington, so I thought, okay, let's have a quick look at that. And perfect timing, as literally the first arrival after I tuned in was an Air New Zealand ATR whose left engine suffered some kind of catastrophic failure on short finals. Big clouds of smoke, but this is only 3 or 4 seconds before touchdown, so the pilots are able to land okay and bring it to a halt on the runway. Then, before the fire trucks can get there, it looks like there might be maybe a small fire, possibly flickering of flames at the back of the engine. It's hard to tell, but that's closely followed by a second big cloud of smoke, which I'm guessing is the crew pulling the handles and dumping the fire retardant into the engine. So, all very exciting. The streamer has uploaded a video with just that incident on it, and it's definitely worth a look. So that's not something you're going to see every day. I'll put a link to it in the description if you did want to see it, and you should. So, 2 main questions here, and first is, I'm kind of interested and more attached to this one now, as I did actually see it live myself, and I'm wondering if anybody has heard anything more about it. Did it make any news coverage where they may have speculated as to what happened on short finals? If there isn't anything yet, then so be it, but if more info does start to emerge over the next few days or weeks, I'd love it if you could let me know and just keep me up to date with that. Then the second question is that large puff of smoke after they landed. And as I said, I'm guessing that's somebody pulling the fire handle in the cockpit. Seems to make sense with what's happening, but thinking about it, I don't recall ever seeing videos or whatever where a fire extinguisher is triggered in an aircraft engine. So I can't honestly say if that's what it does look like when you pull the handle. So, that second question, would you agree that probably is the fire extinguisher. Or has anybody got any better ideas? But all good though, everybody safe by the look of things. Maybe a code brown for one or two of the passengers, but everyone's safe, all deboarded, and a collection of people with an interesting story to tell. Although I dread to think just how exaggerated that story is going to be for some of the passengers. Yeah, my own mother was like that. Some tiny minor incident and she could relay that story to sound like there was some kind of major international disaster. They'd be like, oh Darren, this morning your dad went crashing to the floor, his cup of tea went flying across the room, I was shouting, Jim, are you okay, trying to get him up, but he was rolling around on the floor in agony, and finally got him into the chair, but he said, don't call an ambulance, but are we okay? I'm not too sure though. Then I go into the other room and, yeah, so what happened, Dad? Oh, I just walked into a coffee table by accident, bit of a bruise on my shin, but yeah, all good, nothing to worry about. Yeah, I did love my mum dearly, but once I was old enough to realise what she was actually like, I did have to run everything she said through a bullshit filter, shall we say. Well, talking of saying things, that was something that came to mind when I watched the video back again of this aircraft. The streamer who filmed it, a plane suffers a very abnormal incident, clouds of smoke coming from the engine, and you'll hear in the video, wow, holy cow, oh my goodness. The live streamer I watch occasionally at my local airfield, Birmingham, is exactly the same. So, do live streamers have to undertake a course in not swearing? So I know if I was filming that, you'd be getting commentary along the lines of, what the fuck? Yeah, I might use the word holy, as the Wellington guy did, but it certainly wouldn't be followed by the word cow. Yeah, destination just over there then, NZRI Rangitata Island, which isn't an island. Although if you look up the airfield on Google Maps, there is a tag for one of the buildings that's actually in this scenery, and it's the home of Linda Brody Wellbeing. Linda Brody Wellbeing. Okay, I haven't done any research or looked her up, and I may be doing Linda a great disservice here, but that just sounds exactly like it's going to be a new age bullshit enterprise with stuff like healing powers of crystals to realign your aura. Yeah, but it's a place to connect with your inner self. Yeah, last time I connected with my inner self, that was when I bought that cheap and flimsy toilet paper, and I don't want to do that again anytime soon. So yeah, that was not a good day. Right, let's see if we can on this thing then. Seems to be doing okay at the moment. Okay, we're down. Still going in a straight line. That's always a plus point for a tail dragger. Seemed okay. Okay, I think with replay glitches, might be best to go and park. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, sorry, I mean, oh my goodness, holy cow. going quite well up to that point, wasn't it? I don't think it was too bad for a landing for a first attempt. Okay, well, maybe a last attempt too. Yeah, it did okay as a plane, just probably not something I'm gonna fly again. What happened there? Yeah, I'm certainly not going to fly it again with two broken engines, am I? Yeah, I'd give Linda a shout. See if she can bring over some incense and essential oils. Yeah, I'm sure that will work just fine. Yeah. Okay, I'll see you next time then. Bye.